What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings, the podcast where we're supposed to talk about Game of Thrones, but God only knows what the hell we're going to talk about. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
And we're
Almost
today.
said I was Nick.
Today we're talking about episodes 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones Season 1. But before we get into that, I'm going to read some comments from you people. First we got from Billy Jackson. He said, "Sorry, I lied about being dead," with a little skull emoji and LOL. That's pretty funny that he played into our little joke of him being dead. And then Bobby replied to his comment saying, "Welcome back." And then after that, we got My Spin on Sports. I think we need a completely random ramblings where we only talk about random things and not a show. And that would be interesting. I wonder how good that was. Almost
And the thing, like, it wouldn't necessarily have to be long. Like, it could be like 15, 20 minutes. Like,
that's almost what our we already filmed at this point the commentary for episode 10.
Yeah.
At least we did that yesterday. That's kind of what that was a little bit. We kind of
Yeah,
got off track of the show. But yeah, I would like that. Maddie Shirk commented, "The Golden Crown is one of my favorite Game of Thrones moments." I have to agree. My Spin on Sports commented again, saying, "I wasn't trying to be offensive, ...
Yeah, definitely wasn't.
Yeah, we had to cut out a little bit of the last podcast because Hess just kept digging himself into a hole, and it got weird.
It was like Indiana Jones.
And then we got a comment from Bobby saying, "The guy who plays Viserys does such an amazing job as a little weasel-ass bitch. It's only after a rewatch you truly appreciate some of these characters. Yes, Jeffrey B. too. I actually hate Jerome." She put Jeffrey, but yeah, Joffrey.
Okay.
I actually hate Jerome right now. I'm gonna have to rewatch that scene again. ... for science. And Roz is the hottest whore in Westeros. I will tell you, they used a prosthetic on Hodor, and this is a completely random podcast, but I'm fucking loving it." Which,
I hadn't seen that comment.
Which it was just
happened.
like an hour ago, or 2 hours ago. I saw it when we were at the gym. We're gonna get into Hodor's cock this episode. Oh boy.
I'm not getting into it.
Oh, we're getting into it. I thought what's his face's cock was huge. Holy shit, that thing could fucking knock you out.
Hold on.
It's not
Hold
real.
on.
I don't care.
It's not real.
You know what I want to see.
Like, what do you think? That it's just like a strap on? Like, it just straps like onto his real cock?
I mean, in the show, that cock's real. You know what I mean? In Game of Thrones, the world. But you know what I want to see before the show's over?
No, I'm afraid.
I want to see a giant stick.
Well, I mean, he's half a giant or something.
Yeah, no, that's
He's
why.
got giant blood
That's
in
why
him.
it's like, but dang. But I want to see but dang. I want to see a real giant's cock, because they're like, poof,
You know,
just
sometimes you scare
swinging,
the
and then
shit out of
then
me.
like he's walking through, and there's like some White Walkers. He accidentally knocks over a White Walker with his dang.
Hey, Hess, earmuffs.
Hey, Nick.
Earmuffs.
Oh,
All the giants are dead.
every single one.
Remember they? Remember they killed the last one. They shoot him in the eye, and the big battle of the bastards.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be a flashback.
Maybe-
All right, Hess, you can come back in the comment.
I can't watch this either whenever I watch it.
I thought about that.
I didn't think about that.
Can I come back?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't really a spoiler.
That's really.
Put that in there, Jerome, in the little comment thread where I need to Hess earmuffs.
I'll put a timestamp for Hess earmuffs.
Skip ahead, yeah.
It wasn't that big of a.
Yeah, it's not that big. It's just disappointing for me. This last comment is from Bobby, and she said, "Jerome, this is for you." She sent me a link to this trailer for, it's obviously a fake show, but it's called Westeros, and it was like Game of Thrones, but like a spin-off into like now time, and there's like a Lannister up and giving a speech about how there's nothing beyond the wall, and it shows people like driving like in snow. It looked really, really cool.
You know, all
What-
they'd have to do is have a prison somewhere and escape from it, and you'd be sold.
Yeah, I'm already sold. That trailer is really
What?
cool. I'll put
what?
part of it in here.
What is this show like? Legit? Like, is it?
No. It's like a YouTube thing. Like, it came out like a year ago.
Oh.
But I'll send you the link after this. But it was really cool looking. She commented, and I replied
Well,
back. That
would
was
it
dope.
ruin anything for me?
No, it was because it's all
It's
completely
fake.
fake. Like it's
Yeah,
like it's
it's a made-up
it's like
thing.
in now time. But
Oh,
like,
I had no idea.
It's like if the Game of Thrones people were like it just continued on into like 2018 or whatever.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it looked really cool. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about that.
That sounds up your alley.
I would totally watch that 110%. which is why I'm glad she sent it to me because that was really cool. But all right, enough comments. I guess if you want to comment something, we're getting a next episode. But let's get into the show now.
Why was that for you, Jerome? Why was that?
Because he talked about it.
Because we talked about. I don't know if his last podcast or the one before. I talked about at some point how it'd be cool, and like I think I said Tyrion DMing people and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually forgot I said that until I started watching it, and I was like, I wonder what this is for. Like I forgot. Because we say a lot of stuff on here, but that was pretty cool, and I was impressed that someone remembered that I talked about that shit.
Yeah. I got a question before we start.
Yeah?
Did you look up the name of 9?
No, I'm just gonna say I watched episode 9.
Okay. All right, so episode 7, you win or you die.
Do you want me to read it in lullaby speak?
Sure. No.
What would you read?
The description of the show.
The plot. Yeah.
That's a little teaser we got yesterday when we were
like Hodor's cock.
Yep.
Okay.
Yesterday when we were filming a bunch of videos at Hess's house. Oh my God, you turned into a fucking horse. We filmed a video of us reading like rap songs and normal songs, but in like a lullaby form, and we play like really coming music.
Like children's story.
Yeah. That'll be coming out later this week, hopefully. But it was a lot of fun doing that. It was kind of like we actually came up with doing the video in the podcast, which you'll see in the next 2-3 weeks. Yeah.
And Jerome got a boner and put a hole in the bottom of my dining room table.
I forgot about your boner.
You know what I didn't forget about? He never tickled your cock.
Yeah.
Which you'll get that later on, but Hess never tickled his cock.
Yeah.
I'll catch you when you're sleeping one of these days.
Please don't.
All right, let's get into episode 7.
For fuck's sake. All right, so it opens up with Tywin and Jaime.
Yeah.
Sure it does.
That's when he's like skidding the horse and shit, right?
Yeah.
You know, at first...
that was pretty gross.
What was it then? I thought it was a horse.
I believe it was a stag.
But at first, that scene really grossed me out, him doing that, and he's like flapping the skin over, and they're talking. Real gross. But then by the end, I was really like, it was like kind of fun to watch by the end of this.
It was like kind of like ASMR.
It went on for so long, I was like, well, I'm kind of into this. I want to see the finished product.
Ew, really?
Well, he just
kept... want to eat a hamburger or something?
If that's what he's going to turn in. They don't make hamburgers in Westeros, do they?
Do I live in Westeros?
They're missing out. They don't got like Taco Bells or anything.
Oh, my God.
It's probably for the better.
That's the first time we see Tywin. They've talked about him a lot.
Yeah, that's the first time we meet him.
We've actually seen him.
When she held up to his dickiness.
Held up to his dickiness. I mean...
Little Dicky.
Yeah, I mean, he did, as you so eloquently put it, he belittles Jaime quite a bit in that scene, you know?
He's kind of, at least as far as we've seen, one of the only people that kind of, like, talk shit to Jaime.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else might behind his back, but he's, like, right up to his face, like, to say you're a little prick.
And he kind of hit it right on the head, too, because that's what you want people to think, is that you don't care about what people say about you.
Yeah.
But, you know, he really does. It's a pretty long scene, really.
Yeah, that was another one of those scenes of their whole conversation I really liked. I mean,
yeah,
honestly,
I forgot how long it was, because I'm like, Jesus Christ, is that fucking long? Because Abby couldn't watch it. Like, she couldn't watch him cutting the animal's hide off or
whatever. She had to turn away when they cut the horse's head off, huh?
Yeah, so I'm just like, you know, I'm like, Jesus.
She's sitting there like 10 minutes with her eyes closed.
Seriously.
That's funny.
I'm just like, please hurry up and end.
And then they talk about the house and like the legacy and the name.
Yeah, he's basically all that stays living on is your name.
Because just like being like the King's Guard, you can't have jail, you can't own land and all that bullshit.
Right.
It's just like, it's funny that he makes fun of Jon Snow for going to the but then he's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, same thing, just more royalty kind of like, or more respected too, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is weird it's always weird to me that the people at the Wall don't get respected.
Because they send a bunch of losers there. It's like Australia.
Yeah, but they send losers to defend something pretty important that no one believes in, but still.
That's the problem. It's been thousands of years, so why, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like they deserve a little more respect.
Yeah, but you know that going in. What if like, there was never White Walkers, and they sent Jon there, and he spent 7 seasons fucking looking over the wall going, I'm going to save all these people from White Walkers, and they never showed up.
Then they would make him look a little crazy.
Well, that's what fucking they did for 1,000 years, so why would they believe it?
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
This is true. That is a good point.
But originally
I didn't think of it like that.
They built, it's not like some fucking, like, crazy person built the giant wall and was just like...
Who built the Great Wall of China?
Some Chinese dude?
Probably. But why?
I don't know, to keep...
Yeah, because it was a long time ago. That's what I mean. Like, you don't.
But
know
you know
why.
what I'm saying is they built it for a reason. I would think. Like, say we had a
Maybe
giant.
the guy liked walls.
Say we had a giant wall here, and we were people regard.
We're
this
like
is-
on the border.
This is sounding almost like they put like you know what I mean. Like see with a giant wall.
Will we get the
and-
Mexicans to
and-
pay for
and
it?
Maybe.
It's a little pop culture.
And everyone's saying that there's like zombies on the other hand. I'd be like, well, they built the wall.
Oh,
and And
zombies?
it was like 1,000 years ago that they built it. I'd be like, well, you know, they probably got a good reason to if there's zombies over there.
I
Even
thought-
if I've never seen one, I would be like, well, maybe. You never know.
I thought
Yeah,
if
probably.
we build the wall,
He'd be talking about him. Sorry.
according to our president, you might have to filter that. I don't know, but I think those were his words.
That might be another censor. All right,
I
well,
don't think so.
I'm just repeating what our president said. I mean,
yeah, okay.
you know.
God
But
bless
I
him.
would appreciate it if you censor it. I feel like you should censor some things I say, just to maybe like intrigue people. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
what-
did he just say?
What did he say?
Like
yeah.
even and maybe just like randomly bleep something. You know.
You know what?
and be like,
Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't think that's necessary.
I don't need to do it randomly. You do it for me.
It's not randomly, and
Okay.
people already think that, so you're good.
well, I want to protect my image. You know.
Yeah.
You don't want to be James Young.
You're quoting Trump, and you're wearing an American flag hat.
Oh,
yeah, I love
shit.
America.
God bless
At least
it.
it's not. I'm not wearing a white hood with holes in the eyes.
You know, honestly,
That's-
that wouldn't surprise me if that was your next podcast get up. Not saying you're like racist or anything,
No,
Okay,
no.
I was
because
gonna say I
you'd
would
be-
not do that.
but I do want to call back, I don't know, 2 years ago when we just did audio podcasts. And Hess said he wanted his first appearance on the or on any video on Pleeka to be blackface.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I mean, listen. I'm not even gonna get into it, okay?
Thank you.
Should we just let?
Because I don't want to dig a hole.
Yeah, let's just
I'm
let
learning.
Nick continue.
I've learned my lesson. I think.
I'm
at least for the
proud
time-
of you.
At least for the time being. I appreciate that, Jerome. I feel like you get me
Yeah, I
a lot
get
more
it.
than Nick. You know, I feel like you do.
Absolutely, he gets you more than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. It's okay.
All right, so after Tywin and Jamie like
Oh God, we're still in
make
the
out,
beginning.
Yeah,
Is that a Godfather shirt you're wearing over there? What is that?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Doctor Who, but I think it's kind of in that style.
You wore Doctor Who yesterday.
Yeah, no, I realized that. I was like, oh, 2 podcasts in a row, but then the other one doesn't come out for a couple of weeks.
So after that, Cersei and Ned square off in the like garden area.
That's when he's like, I know you're fucking your brother.
Yeah, he deducted
Yep.
that shit.
Yeah, which
Yep.
I think that's another moment where maybe he should
like,
have opened
became-
his mouth. Because I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. He wants them to know, like, I know you. That's not your real son, but like, he could have gone about all that a lot better.
He could have just been like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like,
Pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
well, so was she.
No, for sure.
She's like, oh, you should have
And-
became king.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I listened to this podcast. Like they have podcasts Mondays and Wednesdays, and today they had some comedian. I can't remember who, but it's like I don't know, Jack something.
Oh, okay. We'll Google that.
Yeah,
That narrows it
And
down.
yeah, for sure. But
was
he
it
does.
me?
He
Was
did,
it Mehoff?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, it wasn't Mehoff.
Okay.
It was probably. I think it was Uhoff. Yeah, Jack Uhoff. But anyways, he did this bit like about women, and like one of the things that he said was like, you know, guys are simple. Guys only want one thing. Like we all know what that is, and
Fantasy
like
football.
women should be thankful that we just want one thing and that they can basically control us with that. And then what the fuck? I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Dude,
I literally have no idea where I was going.
that's cool.
He brings up a comedian he doesn't know the name of. Which would be,
What I was
going
going
to
to say is that men might win the battle, but they'll never win the war against women. And clearly, Cersei wins the war.
Oh, this war. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Against Ned.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Funny
Like
thing
he
is,
should have just picked his battle and.
that's funny,
You know
but
what I mean?
like it has. I mean, that's you're right, but like Ned didn't want pussy.
Yeah.
No, he clearly didn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, he just wanted justice and what was right, and he basically wanted order to be stored how it was supposed to be stored, because he
Right.
knows
Yeah,
that Joffrey's not the rightful king.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is ironic.
And Littlefinger's his butthole.
Littlefinger he starts unveiling his cuntiness.
Yeah.
Cause you
That
got
was-
you got little hints of it, like kind of before, But especially the end of this episode when he puts a knife to fucking Ned's throat. I told you
Yeah.
not to.
Yeah.
Told you not
Well,
to
I
trust
mean,
me.
in the
I
next
even
in
told
the
you not
next
to trust
scene, he has those two girls go at it.
Oh, yeah.
He basically says he wants everything.
Yeah, that's an interesting scene.
Kinda. I
Because
watched it at the gym.
Yeah,
so
there's
that
so
was
much.
cool.
There's so much going on. Oh my god!
This guy's watching fucking porn on a
I'm like,
treadmill.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I was gonna watch it at the gym today.
Thank God I got an iPhone X and not a fucking 8 Plus or whatever.
There's some people there that
Right.
watch stuff on
their
their
iPad,
iPads,
yeah.
and I'm like, if I did that, I'd be like, okay, well, I'm done watching the show. Let's
Yeah.
go on YouTube or something. But I was gonna watch.
Wow.
I had 20 minutes left of the episode today.
I'm like, it was the longest sex scene I've ever seen.
no, it goes on for like.
It
10
was.
minutes.
It is. It's
And then
long.
he's like, oh, play with their ass. And I'm like, no, don't play with their ass.
and then he's like,
come
do it
on.
again. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, no, it gets
It's
weird.
like,
But I was
whoa.
gonna watch it today, and literally that scene I was on was Hodor's cock.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's quick, though.
But I look at enough cock at the gym.
And
I
then
don't
they
wanna see
tried to
Hodor's
cover
cock
it with
there.
a tree, but his dick was too big, so they couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
If you go back about a year, I tweeted it out, and I put an eggplant on top of it.
Oh, I think I missed that one when he was live tweeting. I think you
I
should go
remember.
back to live tweeting when you watch it.
I wouldn't. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, it's funny. I did all those videos, and we do all these, and you put my Twitter handle, and I haven't earned any new followers. So
Yeah, no one ever.
That's sad.
I don't think
I don't think anyone gives two fucks about my Twitter handle. So, yeah,
That's
we're just
at
gonna.
My Spin at Sports, in case you're wondering.
Yeah,
You know, I
think we're
honestly,
just gonna-
I don't think I've ever gained a follower from our videos.
How would
yeah,
you know?
I have it.
Yeah,
well,
you
because
have.
you get a notification when someone follows you. Oh, I guess Alfoon's followed me.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
I
actually,
like, and he
got-
followed
I
you
got-
too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there we
this
go.
is true.
So you're both
we're all
lying sacks
fucking
of
lying.
shit.
Just one. I don't even know if he watches our videos anymore.
He just commented on
commented
one.
on one the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it?
I know
wasn't in it.
he commented on my dancing video, and then he commented on the little deleted scenes bloopers video I put out. That was like
Oh.
part of the podcast and stuff.
He
So-
likes some of my tweets every now and then.
He replied to mine about with yours when I said
Oh,
Prison
the
Break's
Prison Break,
the great
yeah.
show, and he agreed with me because it's an amazing
I
show.
think he'll really like
I
the.
lost all respect for him there.
What is it? Pleeka's Nursery Rhymes.
Yeah, I
think
hope
he'll
people.
really
I
like
hope
that.
people like that. That was fun to make. We
Yeah.
could do more of that.
Yeah,
for sure.
That was fun.
Oh, you want to get back into the episode?
I'm trying.
Sorry.
I really was. You guys are talking about everything but.
I'm stepping all over you. I'm sorry, brother.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just trying to get
sorry,
you back
brother.
in.
Brother? All right, where were we? Where were we? I want to test you guys.
We're talking about.
Little
I'm kidding.
finger.
I'm kidding.
It
I'm
was
kidding.
Okay,
Ned,
okay.
Ned, and Dan. What's her name?
Cersei. fucker.
Cersei. No, he didn't fuck her. And then we're getting into Littlefinger.
I'm not getting into Littlefinger.
You might.
No, we talked about Littlefinger. It's all good. So
Yeah.
after Littlefinger, Benjen's horse comes back to say hi,
Oh yeah, and he's like,
but forgot.
"What's my
Benjen.
uncle's horse doing here?" That was
Hey, that's
terrible.
Pretty, that was actually pretty good, John.
That's funny. I was thinking that was terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets all.
Not as good
he
as
goes,
your ring.
Okay.
He goes down there and he was like, "What the fuck? Where's my uncle?"
Well, he's the one that said there's no one on it. There's no rider.
Yeah.
Sam's like, oh, you 1 bell for this and 2 bells.
Yeah.
Sam
I
got
thought that
one
was
look at a
funny. He's
fucking
like-
horseman and he
Yeah.
sprinted the other way to hit some bells.
And then after John gets all sad, which is different.
Yeah.
Then Daenerys almost gets poisoned.
Yeah. I
Almost.
forgot about that. That was a cool scene, kind of.
Well, you know what?
And
I
you-
think now that I've seen it like a couple times, so the guy almost gives her the wine and and all of that. But right before that, Jorah gets his pardon,
Yeah, and he gets like basically a letter saying, "Go home, you're done."
which he kind of feels guilty about.
Yeah. That's his,
So who
that's
was
his
who
turning
was he
point.
working for? Was he working for?
For Robert and Varys.
Yeah.
Okay, so ultimately, he should want her dead then, if he's working for them.
Well, I think he would have been the one to kill her
Okay.
if like everything.
Well,
went
yeah.
through,
Well,
right?
I was like, that's why I was like, I knew we talked
No.
about it prior, that he was like a spy or whatever,
Yeah.
And I was like, in my like yesterday when I'm watching this, I'm like, wait, I thought he was like spying for like Robert and Varys and everybody at King's Landing.
That's why he got his pardon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's like saving her from getting poisoned from the people who
Because
he
he's
was spying
fallen in
on
love with
for.
her.
Yeah, that's his turning point. He's
Yeah.
like, I can go home. Oh, but I really like this dragon lady.
And he's already proven, like, he told the story about how he fell in love with his wife and tried to give her everything, and that's why he fucking tried to sell slaves or buy slaves or some kind of thing with slaves in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's why Ned kicked him out. Or, like, made him leave. Your dogs are barking.
Just whining.
I don't think his feet hurt that bad.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I said that. But so, I don't. The thing I don't like is I don't like Jorah. I
Oh,
think it's official.
I kind of like him.
Because he's like,
Maybe it's because he's
Oh,
Obi-Wan Kenobi for
he's
me.
like,
But
oh wait, he's giving her some wine. Oh, he's gonna poison her. Oh wait, I'll go save the day. Oh,
Yeah.
why does he know that someone wants to kill her? Like he just totally
Oh.
uses that.
I didn't even think about. So that was like planned. Like that was like him
Like
doing that.
I don't know.
I
I don't think he knew that guy was the guy that was
But-
gonna try to kill her.
But by him being pardoned, he figured it out, right?
I think that's part
Like,
of it.
Oh, they're done with me, which means they're probably going to kill her.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
Oh.
this
No.
crazy fuck is now I'm gonna be a
I didn't
hero.
put any of that together.
And then the switching the barrels, I think that just kind of escalated.
That's
it,
what
you know?
like when I watched it, I took it as okay. They told him he's done because the king's dead or whatever, and then he saw that, and then I thought, oh, he's smart. He knew that guy was gonna poison her, and then
Well,
went and stopped it.
The king dying and him his pardon, that's a coincidence. Like those are like
Oh,
like in
see,
the
I thought it
mail
was
already.
kind of because
Like
of that.
the postman already took it.
But but like I took it
Yeah,
as like him
his
being
crows are-
being
his
smart
birdies
and
are
doing
flew.
that.
His birdies already flew.
That's what Varys says. Something
Yeah,
like that.
But
Yeah, he
that's,
did, actually.
That's interesting. Like,
That birdies have already flown.
is it for sure? Like that, like what you said, like
that's just
he,
how I
he
take
knew.
it.
Oh, okay, that's interesting because I didn't take it that way. I like that though.
And then that's when we find out that Robert was hit by the boar. After
Yeah.
that, and then
Which
I guess it's right.
liked
I guess
Robert.
I guess it's right before that he gets hit, and then you're right. It's before that because and then he goes out there and we get Varys saying that he can't take it back.
Right.
So Ned writes that letter for him.
Yeah.
Doesn't fill in Joffrey, fills in rightful heir,
Yeah,
which is a big deal until someone rips it up
that really means nothing eventually.
quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
Which
that.
is kind of shitty.
Even though that was very shitty of her, I kind of liked when she's like, "Oh, it's just a piece of paper," and throws it aside and all that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, because honestly,
I-
did he really think that like, oh, paper from a dead guy is just gonna save everything?
Embarrassing something. He goes, those are the king's words. She's like, we got a new king.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
Like,
you
how-
just
I don't
got
know-
fucked in the ass.
I don't know how they didn't think that was gonna happen.
Me either, because they're stupid.
Yeah, honestly,
Well,
like,
Ned,
Renly knew it was gonna happen.
yeah. The smart people did. The people that are too hopeful about other shit and like, they just didn't see it coming. I guess
Yeah.
that's where is that where it ends and like they're gonna take down Ned.
Yeah, eventually.
well, yeah, that's where
First,
Littlefinger-
like, some more stuff happens.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
a few more cutscenes. Oh, they cut to Arya with
The-
Sirio or whatever his name
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, the dance teacher.
So then, like, Jon needs to take his vows. He finds out he's not a ranger.
Oh yeah, he gets pissed about that, which I liked that scene too, because he's so pissed, and then Sam points out like, no, he's trying to train you to like be like in charge of this shit.
And part of the reason he's pissed is because Alison Thorne, the guy that you thought was in charge,
Yeah.
is just like smiling at him like a little
Mhm.
prick. You know that he's been.
Well, yeah.
He's been an ass since he started.
is that
For
guy ever
sure.
not an ass?
No.
Yeah, I
No.
fucking hate that guy.
Oh,
I
no.
don't think he ever comes around.
He's like the Skylar of this show. Every scene he's in, you're like, fucking go away.
Oh yeah, totally.
Him and Cersei.
So then that's when Renly comes up to Ned and said, "Hey, I can give you 100 swords. We go get Joffrey.
Oh,
We'll keep
yeah.
him. Blah blah blah." And Ned's like, "Well, Stannis is the rightful king," and which is true. Theoretically, Stannis would be the rightful king. 'Cause
Right.
Stannis is next in line, but
And then
that's all bullshit because like the rightful king was the Targaryens and they
Yeah,
killed them all, so that Robert could be.
They
the
are very kind of pick and choose when they
Yeah.
follow shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's the rightful king if you go by this,
Yeah.
and this.
Yeah.
very, very hypocritical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Renly pitches himself why he would be better than Stannis.
And I think he would be.
Yeah.
I think he would be a better king than Stannis.
Yeah.
From what I know of the two, I think Renly would be, and the people like Renly.
Right.
Nobody likes Stannis.
I think it would have really been cool if they would have kidnapped Joffrey.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
it
would
have
have
been cool.
That would have been very different.
Because
Because
That
then
would've been
they have Jamie and they have Joffrey.
then the Lannisters
So-
would be fucked because there's no way Cersei's gonna get them back.
Except they didn't have Jamie yet.
Well, they'd be getting him soon because
Yeah.
they're gone. They don't know that shit's going down. You know.
Yeah.
So I think if they did take Joffrey, I think they would have got both.
Yeah.
It maybe even would have been like if they did like. Can you imagine how much it would be easier for them if they would have just done that plan?
Yeah, power.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is another mistake that Ned makes.
Yeah, he makes a lot of
But he's
mistakes.
not like he said. He goes, "I'm not gonna take a child screaming from his room." I mean, it's like, okay,
If
I
only
get it.
he knew what that fucking child's gonna do.
Yeah, no shit.
They're brutal.
So
I kind of liked watching 10 ahead of these two, because there are a bunch of little things like.
Oh,
okay,
there is
yeah,
little sprinkles to it. Yeah.
like like it all tied together. You know, it's pretty cool.
it
How
was,
how a show would do that.
yeah, it fucked me up.
It
actually.
did fuck me up a lot
because we've been
Jumping
so
ahead,
into it. Because we're
I know.
we're literally going into it, and then we're like, okay, we're skipping 3 episodes, and I thought it was gonna be easier than it was. Like
Yeah.
literally the first scene, we're like, oh, okay, this is where we're at.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a shell shock, but then
Yeah.
we kind of got into it.
Yeah,
a little bit.
a little bit. So Ned sends a letter to Stannis, like a sealed thing.
yeah.
You know, so that's basically saying, you know, hey, Joffrey is not the rightful king. You are.
Yeah.
Which I wonder where that's going to go.
You want to know?
I vaguely remember.
I think it's still going when you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Maybe.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, because he marries that fucking evil bitch, that cunt.
He didn't marry.
Another cunt.
They didn't marry, but yeah.
The dark witch or whatever. She has his baby or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's next season.
I kind of forgot about that girl.
Um. And-
Doesn't Ridley have a wife that is just like for show?
Yeah.
Not yet though. They gotta get married first.
Yeah. Later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Marjorie Tyrell. So John says his vows out by the tree, and then Ghost brings him a little present.
Yeah.
Yep.
Little hand.
Yep.
And
It's
they
not
don't.
the hand of the king either.
They don't say whose hand it is, but like you kind of figure, right?
Well, they don't
Like-
say whose hand it is yet, but it's the guys they find in 8. It's one of their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 8?
No, episode 8.
Oh, I was like,
The one you just watched.
what? Yeah. I was just like, wait, what?
No, we don't know what happens in season 8 yet.
Oh yeah, okay.
We could
okay.
speculate if you want.
Sure, we should do a theorize with Pleeka or whatever you guys call
Well,
it.
okay, I'm going to start right now. We'll be like, okay, so I think
Absolutely.
You-
I
you
think
go
Jerome should really turn the volume up and play the Breaking Bad song.
Oh, Jesus. He
What
does
do
that
you-
to me every time. That's just one of the few times you got it on camera. I think,
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny.
right? So then, the last thing I got for this episode is Joffrey asked for a small council meeting, and they're all like kind of not really a small council meeting, but that's when he's like, hey, everyone come meet the new king.
Yeah, and then they go and get Ned, right? And they're like, "Oh, is it about my wife or whatever, right?" And then they bring him there.
Yeah. I mean, basically. But he's like, no, he's like, did you say King Joffrey?
Yeah.
And then, yeah. But of course, Renly can't go because.
Because he did at that time. Robert still was alive. Like he was dying, but
No,
he was
Robert's
still-
No,
dead
he's
at that point.
dead at that point.
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, but what Ned didn't know that, right?
No, I think
They
that's,
walked up and
that's when
said,
they
King
tell him.
Joffrey wants you to. So that,
Right, and
that
he goes
means.
King Joffrey, and then whoever he was talking to said, Robert unfortunately passed or what.
Yeah,
and-
that's when they
yeah.
break the news to him that he's dead.
Yeah, in Game of Thrones, yeah.
Yeah. What?
In Game of Thrones, speak.
Yeah, I knew.
I
it.
didn't
I knew
finish
what he
what I
meant.
was going to say. Yeah,
You
see?
don't like Game of Thrones? Yes, the show we're watching.
But then it kind of goes right into episode 8 right after that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that is the next episode.
But it kind of continues right. Usually it could be like a week or so goes by. It goes right into it.
Yeah, it's like the same shit. Like,
yeah, and everyone's kind of scattered and going their ways.
I think
and,
from
and
here on
escaping.
out, it just keeps. It's like
I
all
th-
straight.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It has to be. Like, for the
Because at the end of 9,
Especially-
we know what
It
happens
could
at the end of
maybe
9.
I guess be a day or so in between some.
But yeah, like, especially in King's Landing, because like the shit just keeps going on. But I don't know
Yeah.
about like the other places necessarily.
yeah,
Which I like. I think I liked 8 a little bit better than 7.
I think I did too.
But see, this is where and this is probably gonna sound weird, but like this is where all my hatred started to pick up for like Cersei and Joffrey. Like
Oh, well, I guess
I-
because your first time watching it, you don't really have a reason to hate them that much.
I
Like-
hated them then.
Like they're
but, like,
annoying, but like they start doing shit now.
it
I get
legitimately like just like I feel like anxious like whenever they're on. I know it's just a show, whatever, but
No, I get that though, because you don't know what they're gonna do, and like they
it's
could
just
kill
like,
off your neck.
oh
Like
my
first time
God,
watching, this,
like
you'd think maybe they're gonna kill Sansa or something. You wouldn't
these are
know.
like the 2 worst people in Westeros or whatever you want to call it.
He's like a baby Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me?
No,
No,
you,
Joffrey. fucker.
Joffrey.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck did I just say to get compared to that guy?
Wow.
That's funny.
Could you rewind the tape? No, I'm just kidding.
But I did like that, and then eventually it gets to Sansa and her dancing teacher, which a couple weeks.
No.
Yeah, no, it does eventually in the show.
Arya.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, no, so that's
And
the
it-
first scene. It's Arya and him, like,
yeah,
getting their groove on, so to speak.
but a couple weeks
Because
ago,
all the killing starts like here very shortly in this one, right?
yeah, because they
Yeah.
get Ned, and then they
Yeah.
literally kill his entire
yeah,
house.
they kill a bunch of people, and then,
Yeah.
and then that girl tells Sansa to go away. Then it cuts to Arya.
Which
Yeah.
what a bitch move by Littlefinger to tell him they have your back. You're good.
Yeah,
You have backup there. You know, don't worry about it.
it was cool reveal though when you did that. But so back to what I was saying about I a couple weeks ago I said the dancing teacher. In my memory of the show, those guys walk in.
Yeah, pay
he-
attention to this, because I got a question to ask you
He-
when he's done.
He tells Arya to run away, and then they just stab the dancing teacher, and they cuts away. That's how
that's
I
how you-
remembered.
Well, you
That's
don't
how I remembered it.
Let him finish.
You don't see him get stabbed.
Well, I know, but that's
No, that's how he remembers
that's
it.
how I remembered it.
Oh, I got
and then
you. Okay.
rewatching it, he takes down up like 6 fucking people, tells
Yeah.
Arya to
With
run.
a wooden stick,
Yeah, and then you hear him get killed off camera.
you think.
Which is what Nick said that
That's
He goes,
exactly
"I
what
do
Nick
believe-
said. Yeah,
he's kicking their ass with a wooden sword.
yeah.
yeah.
Although to be fair,
thought you got a stutter there for a second.
to
I
be
had a hiccup in my throat.
to be fair, he could have picked up one of the fucking guys he knocked down the floor sword and then
Well, that's what
fought
I'm
that
thinking
guy.
the whole time.
I don't know
I'm
why
like,
that
Jesus
fucker didn't
Christ,
do that.
There's only 6 swords laying on the goddamn ground.
He could have like kicked one up with his foot and caught it and bing boom bang and fucking killed that dude.
I don't think swords make that noise.
They do when I watch Game of Thrones, it makes that noise.
Yeah, probably.
But he could have done that, I think. So I still think he's a little bit of a
No,
he's not that good. I could probably take him in a sword fight.
like with your dick?
Yeah, I pull out my dick, he pulls out his dick. We're like bing boom bang, and knock him on the floor.
Who would win between you and Hodor?
Oh, definitely Hoarder. He'd knock
Okay.
me out with his. And then you go, Hoarder gonna knock you out, and I'd
Oh
be
my God, stop.
sleeping on the floor.
He just quoted.
There you
LL
go.
Cool J.
But what was
There
it?
it
What,
is.
you said you had a question for Hess.
Yeah,
after
what's
that.
your question?
When Jerome and I had this discussion, fucking 8 weeks ago or whenever it was,
A couple weeks ago,
in Jerome time, it's like 52 weeks ago.
Yeah. A year and a half ago.
Who did
Who did you side with?
I think he sided with me and said that he thought the guy was kind of a pussy.
Me on cereal?
Yeah. Maybe not a pussy.
I honestly do not know who I sided with. Jerome has the tape somewhere.
Yeah,
Well,
So
we
you
all do.
can-
It's-
I'm gonna.
it's called
I
YouTube.
do timestamp the podcast, so maybe I'll find it.
Oh, okay.
You guys
And
continue
I'll
on with the podcast.
I'll keep
I'll
going.
find it.
It's not that big of a deal.
I would think I would side it with you.
Me
I would
or
hope I
Nick?
sided with you because I didn't really catch, like, I probably sided with Jerome, knowing me.
See, in my memory, he did, but in my memory, Visera just got stabbed in the face or
You're
whatever.
so
So.
wishy-washy. Just fucking pick
I
a
know.
side.
You know, do you remember what podcast we talked about
I
that?
don't have
in?
the slightest fucking idea.
All right, I'll
It
find
could have been a fucking Better Call Saul podcast.
Just
not
look at your
ours.
timestamps.
It would have been when he first got introduced.
Oh, that's true.
But
So
yeah, I mean, I don't think he was a pussy. Like, now,
No.
I guess. I mean, obviously, it's
He
prisoner of the moment. I mean, not necessarily prisoner of the moment, but it's fresh, and you get to see him, and it's all refreshed. Like, it's funny because, like, I was talking to Abby about it, and she didn't remember a lot of the, like, episode 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, we watched this, like, less than a fucking year ago. Like it's been, like, just about a year when we watched it. Like, I mean, it's not really a long time, but it kind of is a long time because, like,
Well, you
Fuck,
also
you're
watched a lot of other shit in between.
right, that's what I mean. Like, you know,
Yeah.
shit, little details just get kind of pushed out of your brain.
Yeah, like I think that guy gets killed. By the way, I didn't timestamp that conversation apparently,
Cool.
but I do have a question. If anybody watching this remembers what side Hess was on in that conversation, comment it down
I
below.
was just curious because honestly, the funny thing is I thought you were on my side. He thought you were on his side,
So I think
Yeah.
we
which is usually the
call
opposite.
a horse a horse and say I'm right.
All right, horse.
Oh,
All right, so they kill everybody
do
except
some
for
research.
except for
I'd
Sansa.
like to know.
I'll try to find it.
They kill everybody except for Sansa, and then
Yeah.
Arya gets away.
And then they make her write that letter, right?
Yeah. But the
What-
hound finds
what
Sansa.
pieces of shit, dude.
Yeah, no, they just get worse and worse.
Well, I mean they're trying to win the war, or that's the war that's coming,
Yeah.
because they know Rob's not going to take this shit, especially once they finish what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then Varys visits Ned in the dungeons, brings him some water.
And he fucking chugs that thing down. He's like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
And
whoa.
you know what I liked is when he's like, he goes, "Oh, here," and he takes a sip. He goes, "Why doesn't anyone trust eunuchs?" I was like, "Oh, that's kind of funny." And then he started chugging it.
Yeah.
And he's like a little.
Well, I don't think he knows who to trust, who he can trust
Ned,
in King's Landing, because he thought he could trust Littlefinger, but
that was
I
his
mean-
first mistake. Well, actually, that was like his 14th and a half mistake. But.
Yeah, I mean, that's not exactly a news flash. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, and
he's been
what is it?
making-
The Maester, Grand Maester, or the old
Pycelle.
twinkety fuck?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
old fuck. I didn't realize how much of a dickhead that guy
Yeah,
is.
he keeps stepping on.
And
his
I
toes.
remember too from more commentary what he does later on too.
You know
Because
what's funny?
like this episode, treason is treason.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and at one point, Joffrey sticks up for Sansa and was like, "Will you let her
Yeah.
speak?" And I was like,
Yeah,
"Jesus, you know you're a dick when he's sticking
Yeah.
up for you."
yeah, especially when Joffrey's fucking.
Yeah.
No, he was fucking
But
annoying
Varys
this
does
episode.
tell Eddard Stark he's gonna die.
Oh, he does.
Because you know you're probably not gonna live much longer. Or you might die down here or something. He says
I,
something. to
I
that
didn't
effect.
hear.
I didn't
catch
hear that either.
Yeah, he mentions death to him.
Oh, okay.
And then at one point he said, "Why don't you just cut my throat now?" Ned did.
Oh,
to
really?
Varys. Yeah.
I missed all that. I must have not been paying attention to that scene. I don't know.
Jerome's on his phone. And then
Facebook.
they bring back the dead Rangers at the wall.
Yeah, that was interesting. Like later on too, they wake up and
Well, yeah. So
Ghost is
you know,
freaking out.
so Sam's like, they've been dead for a long time.
Yeah,
And
I
was
like
what
that.
is he, they shit their pants or something? No, but like, and then he's like, they don't smell.
the other guys gave him credit too. He's like, you may be whatever he calls him,
Coward, I think.
coward, but you're smart or whatever.
Yeah.
So I like
And that made him feel pretty good.
Yeah, he was like, oh fuck, I am pretty cool.
Popping his collar and
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what he's got. That's what he's got to work with.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
right.
what I mean?
For sure.
And then a Raven gets there and tells the Lord Commander that
The king's dead and that Ned's dead, or Ned's not dead. He's captured for treason.
treason.
Charged with treason. Yeah.
Yeah, and
He
Calls
tells
Jon Snow in.
he tells Jon Snow not to do anything stupid either.
which he
Pours him all.
which
a
he
horn of
immediately
ale.
he immediately tries to stab Alison Thorne for calling him a treasonous bastard or something, a bastard of a treason. I
Oh, yeah,
forget.
Oh, he said he's never seen both. That's a rare sight.
yeah,
Yeah.
A bastard to a treasonous
Yeah,
father or something.
yeah.
Which I get. I mean, it's just bullshit. But at this point, Jon Snow needs to realize, like, that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to.
Yeah, he wants you to attack him
You
so
know,
you're not there anymore.
he's baiting you, and he wants
Yeah.
that reaction.
Sometimes
and
though,
as soon as you don't give it, he'll stop.
there's
No,
no
I don't.
way
I don't
he's gonna
think. I don't
stop.
think that guy will stop. Some people will, but that guy, no way.
Yeah, there's no fucking way that guy's stopping.
Hey, I'm just saying. Sometimes you.
I
Gotta
mean,
pick
you
your
never know when
battles.
that guy's just gonna stab you right in the back. You just don't know.
Oh, for sure.
So then we go to Daenerys, and she doesn't like the raping and pillaging.
What? What?
Jerome's lost his mind.
What happened? What
Oh,
happened?
nothing. Let's move on.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Was it when I took a drink?
No.
No, it's not you. He's laughing at
Oh, okay.
me. So Daenerys doesn't like all the raping and pillaging and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, which kind of a mistake on her part.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
Yeah,
I know she shouldn't let people
She
get
got her husband
raped,
killed.
but
This is my notes. Daenerys doesn't like
But-
raping and pillaging. Basically, he got Drogo killed.
yeah.
Because then he
But-
squares off with that guy,
And then that
Right.
witch has to heal
beats
him.
his ass.
That was a fucking cool scene though. He
Yeah.
kills the guy doesn't hit him at all except for when he lets him hit him,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
kills
he-
him with his own sword.
And he like puts his shoulder more into the blade. Like,
Yeah.
what? That's
Yeah.
nothing, dude.
He's like,
That was awesome.
what? I'm a vegetable in 2 episodes.
No, he's like, I'm Aquaman, bitch.
but
Yeah.
but I mean, would
baby.
she? I don't even know what that was. She wouldn't have her dragons if he did, right?
Well, she would have
No.
got him. She would have got him eventually if they burned something.
If she would put him in the fire eventually, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I agree. She wouldn't have
Right,
the dragons
okay.
with Drogo around.
Yeah.
So I mean, technically, it ended up working out. Like she lost her husband, but she gains 3 dragons.
And her kid.
yeah.
True. She lost her kid, right?
Well, she hasn't yet. but she's going to.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So anyone watching, earmuffs.
No, we
If
already.
you're watching for the
I was
first
gonna say,
time, I know.
It's hard to say earmuffs after you say the spoiler.
Yeah, we've decided we don't care about spoilers before
my
season
God,
4.
seemed
I know,
close up
will
on
you
Hess.
stop doing that? It's
I
like
felt-
I'm rearranging.
I
on
feel
the
like you were
chair,
trying to
sorry.
seduce
I
me
feel
right
like
there.
I'm watching Alan Wake when he does that
I
shit.
thought he was gonna
I don't even know what.
ask
that's
me
a
if I
game.
wanted him to blow me after that.
You remember when the big eye shit?
Yeah.
Hey, Jerome. Look into my eye.
Hey, go take your Ritalin.
I was rearranging, and I had to
Your balls, or
No, on the chair.
I don't
was,
know
like,
your
trying to
balls
sit
are.
up. Well, they're in between my legs.
Okay, I think this is enough about his balls.
Balls.
Yeah. What did Jerome say yesterday? Hess is tall.
What? What the fuck kind of quote is that?
You said like South Park. He said
Oh,
like Butters.
I guess because I had to move. When I had to move the camera up. Yeah, he was tall. I don't know how he remembers that.
That was the most random quote ever.
Of all things I said yesterday, he quotes me. Hess is tall.
Hess is tall.
What happened next?
I don't know. Fuck.
Oh yeah, she takes the horse, or not the horse. She takes the girls from
He
getting
takes the
raped,
horse, he fucks it, and
and then Drogo fights that dude.
yeah, basically. And then Rob calls all the banners.
Yeah, and that one dude gives him shit and says like, "Yeah, I'm gonna follow this shit." And,
Yeah, they're testing him.
mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Oh, hey, have you met my wolf?" And his wolf bites his fucking
Is that
fingers
stricken
off.
off?
It sounds
Yeah. What? What'd you say?
I asked
What
if
did
you
you
were
say?
jerking off, and you said yes.
No.
Yeah. Exactly what happened.
This is you. And then I'm like, "You jerking off?" Yeah.
No, my dog. She just jumped off
You're
the
jerking
couch.
off to your dog?
No, she jumped off the couch and walked to the door. So I was like, I kind of glanced over, and then I didn't hear you. So my bad.
Oh boy.
But no, I'm not jerking off.
That's
Was I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing that,
Yeah.
and then you're going.
Are you jerking off? Yeah.
Oh wow.
That was like a
Oh,
yippee-ki-yay
Jesus.
moment.
Yeah.
My bad, guys.
No.
My bad.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm sweating right now.
Jesus Christ.
Just a hint, we have to start wrapping up a little bit.
I've been
At-
trying
at
for
least-
a half
at
an
least-
hour.
At least close to.
Rob goes and says goodbye to Bran, but not
Yeah.
Rickon.
Well, and the other boy is like walks in. He's like, "Oh, he's gonna be looking for you."
Yeah.
And then he says something about he won't come back or something.
he said, "Oh, he's gonna come back with Mom," and
"Oh, and he's like, no, he won't."
No, he won't. And he walked out. I was like, "Damn, that kid's right."
Yeah. Should listen to him more often.
The next part, I just put this is Hess's favorite part.
Oh, Hodor's cock.
Yep.
We get to see Hodor's cock. Oh boy, he walks out, and then like Bran must see that a lot
Yeah.
because his only thing is, "Oh, Hodor, go find your clothes, silly goose."
and she's like,
She's like, "Mother,
"Hey,
I'd
can
like
you call me later?
Yeah, hey, you can watch yourself, right? We're gonna go over here.
Hey, you're not gonna go anywhere, right?"
All you're gonna hear is Hodor, 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 Hodor.
Stop. I can't take it.
Why is your head going back and forth?
Well, because he's
like
fucking
that?
her.
I got you.
Wow. And then Kat joins Rob.
And goes meow.
I think I skipped a bunch of shit, but who gives a fuck? And Kat joins Rob. Tyrion joins Tywin with that big group of people that he met on the way down there.
I like that too when he's kind of talking his way out of that scene. That's kind of cool.
He talked his way out of a lot of shit.
He did get a little cut in the face, but
Yeah.
not too bad.
Yeah. And then
But
Tywin's
you
like,
would have thought that would have made a bigger cut, but
I don't know. I think that guy like was precise with it. Like, I'm just gonna show this imp what's up.
yeah, motherfucker. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it didn't even occur to me, I guess. But I like how Tywin's like, you guys are known to be good fighters. You want to come fight? Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll fight, but that guy's got to fight
Yeah,
with us.
Make sure the smallest guy here that can't fight
Yeah.
comes with us.
And Tywin's like, oh, I like that idea.
yeah, he's like, these guys aren't half bad. They fucking pick on my son too.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you found a bunch of dudes that would pick on me.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Actually. And then I guess, do they fire Barris and Selmy? And they're like,
Basically, yeah.
they're like, hey, we
Yeah.
bought you a little cottage by the beach.
It sounded like a good. I mean, usually they just kill you to get you out of there. They're gonna give him a house and shit. It was servants. I would have been like, okay, see you later, adios, amigos.
But it is a thing that you're supposed to have for life.
Yeah, see, I feel they're all too hung up on that honor shit.
Ah, it's part of the deal, though.
Yeah, someone's like, "Oh, you just," but then like, yeah, you can go sit at a house and.
But he's
drink
supposed to
beer
be
all
like
day.
one of the most honorable men in the fucking whole place. So that would make sense that he's hung up on it.
Yeah, I guess.
He's like Ned, except he's a Kingsguard. So he
Yeah.
doesn't have to make decisions and shit. He just
Then he's
has
like,
to fight.
I'm gonna go out as a knight, and then he just leaves anyways.
Well, but if he was all about that honor, he would have took on those 5 right there.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna. I kind of forgot that he just walks
No.
out.
No, I don't think he would have. He was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm out of
I
here."
did like he's like, I could cut you out like a slice of bread.
Yeah, supposedly he's a fucking badass, and he could have killed them all. Is
Yeah,
what they
but
say.
we don't ever see him like wield the sword, do we?
Yeah, I think we see him wield it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, not in his glory days, because I mean it's
Right.
before.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruce Springsteen wasn't around back then.
No, well, maybe he's old.
He is pretty old.
Sansa begs for her father's mercy.
Yeah, and Joffrey's like, all right, I'll give him mercy if he admits that I'm the king and admits to his crimes.
Confess his crimes,
Yeah.
and admits that Joffrey's the king.
And she goes, he will.
Yeah, and he does.
And that's where the episode ends.
And that's it. That's all. I don't know what the next one's called.
That's all. Next episode's gonna be episode 9 of season 1 of Game of Thrones,
I
and
think it's called Ichabod Crane.
see, I might have to say you're wrong there. But yeah,
You have a phone. Look it up real quick.
Nah, it's fine.
We don't care.
Everybody knows episode 9.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
You know, the only thing, the only problem I had with episodes 7 and 8, they were great. It just makes me want to get to the shit.
Yeah,
I
sure.
get that. It was a
Yeah.
lot of setup, but I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's
Good.
because we know it though.
It's good setup. Yeah. Yeah, like if I'm sure the first time we're watching, we're like, oh my god, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah.
How's he gonna get out of this?
and then you're like, oh, he won't.
Yeah.
But all right, so
Yeah.
that's it for Random Ramblings this week. We'll be back next Tuesday with another episode of Random Ramblings. We'll be talking about episode 9, which
And then
is
we can ramble all we want because there's only one episode we gotta talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
You guys can talk
So
about
ex-
Trump and
expect a
fucking
lot of-
hogs and
a lot of dick jokes and whatever that episode, because it's the only one we're talking about. And then it's probably the biggest episode in the season too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then after that, you got our episode 10 in our commentary. So we'll see you guys then, folks. Hold on.
Stop.